You have been waiting for it. I have been waiting for it. Booster Season 3. Here we go. Plymouth Blackhawks, Round 1. And my start is not very good. Here I am in, oh man, almost last place. Like, I didn't feel like the bike started that badly or anything. I mean, it started on the first kick, and I don't know. Look, everybody's passing me. Everybody's getting way out up ahead. I don't know. I guess I shouldn't make excuses. I'm not gonna make excuses, but here we are. So, first thing I want to do is get some things out of the way here real quick. I want to give a little shout out to Thomas Hyatt. I went and looked at the lap times, and oh my gosh, this guy is in the 50 plus SS class, okay? And he had the fastest time on lap 1. That's amazing. That's crazy. That's awesome. So shout out to you, guy, because that is crazy good. If I ever had the fastest lap time, I would just be so excited. So that's cool. To another guy in the R class here, the same class that I'm running, Landon Reed. This guy started out, and then I don't know what happened to him. On lap 2, something must have happened to him. And I don't know if his bike got stuck or what. If you watch this video, like, leave in the comments, tell us what your story is and what happened. Because he got from 19th place in lap 2 all the way up to 6th place by the end of the race. And here I am getting around guys. There's guys stuck, and oh, that guy took my line. So gotta figure out how to get up here. And one thing I definitely feel like in this race is that I rode my own race. I really didn't let other people affect how fast or how slow I thought that I should be riding. I watched up ahead and tried to pick different lines and make smart decisions. Yeah, I don't know. This is the first race I really feel like I just kind of made my own and didn't really worry about what position I was in or what other people were doing around me or what the guy behind me's doing or if I should try to catch the guy in front of me. I just kind of rode at my own pace and let the trail kind of dictate how fast I felt like I should go. That's partially true. I rode a little slower than I thought I should go, just because I was kind of trying to conserve energy. You know, it's the first race. I didn't know how my body was going to react, and it seemed to work out pretty well here. I mean, if you look up ahead, you know, I'm catching these guys, and I'm looking up ahead. I'm looking for ways around, and there's a bit of a pile up, taking guys a while to get through here, and I picked a great line. And if you pay attention to that exact spot, I passed guys like almost every single lap in that spot. So that was pretty cool. So if you're looking at the track right now, or looking at the trail, whatever you want to call it, it looks relatively smooth, and it is relatively smooth. This track later on in the race deteriorated horribly. All right, now look, I'm gonna get just a few more guys here. I feel like I really made good decisions. I got stuck behind this guy, but where else do you have to go? You don't really have anywhere else to go in this situation. The bike felt amazing. When I first got to the race here and I was unloading the bike, I noticed that I had like a good little amount of fork oil laying in the bed of my truck, and I was a little worried about that, you know. I don't know. I was worried that it was going to affect me like it did at Valley Trail Riders last year, and I was just going to be bouncing around on the trail and unable to control the bike. But it felt pretty smooth. Oh, drop the hammer, get by that guy before he can get back on the trail. So yeah, I've got that to fix, you know, here in the next month or however long we have until the next race. Here's something that's absolutely awesome. Looking at the C classes this year, we did not have anyone place in like the top 10 overall. And that is great. I won't spoil the ending for you guys, you know, like what place I come in or where everybody else is at. But in the end, like all of our times were relatively close. I mean, it wasn't like the leader was just out there like lapping us. So that was cool. This is like the first year I feel like the class that I'm in is actually competitive. And not just that I'm competitive, that like everybody is competitive. Like in all the other years, there's been like 2, maybe 3 guys that like after the first 2 races, you're like, oh yeah, they're lapping all of us. They're just destroying us. So this whole championship or whatever is over. This year, everything looks wide open. It looks like anybody could take it because nobody just walked away. And the class was smaller. You know, we've got the K class now, and the R class, and the X class, all C classes. I get kind of held up here for us. I don't know where to go. I mean, the guy's bike's laying across the whole thing. I don't know. It didn't hold me up for very long. And I could probably use a little bit of a rest anyway. I think it's kind of important on this first lap, especially in like some of the C classes, like I was saying, those previous 3 that I mentioned. It's important to get a pretty good start and get around all of the just horrible pileups. And I didn't get the good start, you know. I was behind a lot of the pileups, but I feel like, you know, they didn't really hinder me all that much. I got through relatively easy. Got around that guy. And this mud hole, wow. This mud hole. Remember this mud hole, because I think everyone struggled with this. Look how deep it is. Oh, man. Alright, so coming up here, this is like, I don't think this is a creek. I think this is just a ditch that held some water. They said it didn't have water in it before, but look, oh, there's a log down there, and that guy goes down. And I backed up and decided to kind of take this little short section through and just plow through the trees. I thought that would be easier than dealing with the water. And again, once again, I got through relatively unscathed. Get by 2 more guys right here. Excuse me. You guys, if you've watched my videos from the previous 2 years, you're probably noticing already that I'm riding a bit more aggressive. And I can tell you exactly why that is. It's because I had a handlebar mustache and a mohawk in this race, and that's it. That's the... If you want to ride more aggressive and faster, handlebar mustache, mohawk. I kind of got... Yeah, that wasn't the best decision right there. Now, when this sort of thing happens, that guy in front of me, I don't think he's in my class. I see somebody stalled their bike and start it. Sometimes when they're in a different class, I wonder myself, like, should I let them just go up ahead of me? Should I try to pass them? Like, what should I try to do? Because if they're in a faster class than me, I mean, most likely they're just going to be faster in general. So if I pass them and then they just need to get right back around, it's kind of pointless. So, I don't know. I love this section right here. It just felt good kind of riding those berms and laying it up into the side there. I feel a lot more confident this year than I have in years past. I feel like it's gonna be a good year. I don't know why. I feel it. So here I am. I'm chasing down some more guys ahead of me. And you know what? For once, this is like the first time in my life it feels good to actually be faster than a few of the guys out here. I mean, I don't know. If they dropped the hammer and didn't want me to pass, I doubt I could probably get around them still, but just the fact that I'm actually catching people instead of just being passed constantly, it's a pretty big achievement for me. And you look ahead of him, I mean, there's 2 more people ahead of him. Yeah, the mud always makes me nervous. I'm afraid I'm just gonna like spin out and fall down. I need to get better at cornering too. I think I spend a lot of energy trying to corner because I lose a lot of momentum and I go slower, and then I have to come out of the corner. And I feel like if I could just learn to corner properly or practice it or whatever and not burn that extra energy that I could be hanging on to, I could be like substantially faster than I am right now. Because it's not that I can't go faster, it's that I just don't have the energy to go faster. Okay, I think right here now I'm trying to figure out ways to get around these guys. Ooh, right here I wanted to go left. Oh, he cut me off and then that guy got around. And I think that guy's got to be in a different class because wow, look at him, he's gone already. Maybe he was in a different class and got stuck at some point, and now he's just now getting around. I don't know. So I get that guy, and then shortly, I get this guy too. I say I got them. I think they let me around, but you know, whatever. I'm moving forward, so that's the important thing. What do we got now? Oh, we got some more mud. Oh, look at that guy. That guy's bike is just buried. Like a lot of people just buried their bikes and got stuck. And now there's this, oh, that's what happened. I was gonna say there's this whoop section, but actually if you look back at that, if you rewind it, I'm not going to for you, if you feel like it, that guy lost his fender or something, and I was watching him like running up the trail at me. I was trying to figure out what he was doing. I didn't want to hit him or anything. So we're coming up to scoring here. And it's messy and just nasty. Stuff all over the place, and there were actually people like getting stuck in this section. But I'm gonna come through scoring here, and I think I got all the way up to 10th place. So coming from almost dead last, I think, I don't know, there couldn't have been more than 1 or 2 guys behind me looking at that group, to getting up to 10th, not too bad. Here, I'm actually going to look up on my phone real quick and see how many people were in my class. 31, there were 31 people in my class. So to get from, I don't know, probably somewhere around 25th, 26th, all the way up to 10th in one lap, not bad. I'm proud of it. You know, some other fast people might be like, I don't care. That's good for me, and I'm happy with it. Whoa, mistake here. This corner gave me trouble all day. I don't know what it was about having to cut inside of that tree, but that corner gave me trouble each and every time. And this guy, he wanted to let me by, and I wasn't fitting so well, but I got through. Sometimes when guys are fully stopped like that, I don't like it because, to me, it's harder to get by somebody that's stopped than somebody that's actually moving like this. I'd rather try to pass this guy like this, you know. I don't want him to stop and pull over. I'd rather try to find a spot. And I know other people have different opinions on that, on if you should let the faster guys by or what. And I have no problem letting the faster guys by that are in other classes. And I don't know if that guy's in my class or not. He looks kind of small. Maybe he's a X-class rider. Those guys are usually a little skinny. They haven't put on the like the married fat yet. But I've got no problem racing this guy. In fact, it's kind of fun to try to figure out a way to get by him. But that's because he's like, look at that, he pours it on, he don't want me to pass him. Yeah, that's how you do it. I liked that. I was like, alright, like somebody to race. That's what I'm out here for. But yeah, if you're 10 times faster than me, of course I'm gonna let that guy by. It's no fun for him to be stuck behind somebody who's just absolutely slow. I got no problem pulling over for that guy. But if you're just a little faster than me and you want by, I don't care, man. You gotta earn that. Especially if you're in my class, you definitely have to earn it. I'm not letting you by. Oh, here we go. This same spot that I was talking about before. Look at that. Got right through. And you guys can hear I'm running a little bit lower RPMs. Well, some of the time. Some of the time I get up on the pipe. But I was kind of trying to control wheel spin. I thought maybe if I wasn't just burning through gas, I wouldn't need to fill up. And I didn't need to. I got through this entire race on 1 tank of gas. See this guy? Oh man. I didn't know what was going to happen in that corner. Oh, here we go. Coming through on the next lap. And look, you see, there's a guy stuck right there, I think, right? No? I don't know. Is he stalled out? Well, this guy's having trouble. Let's see here. Lap 2. If I could find me on this list. Okay, I come through in 8th place this time. And people always take off like they're just... They need to take off crazy fast out of the scoring. I'm afraid to do that because I know I'm just gonna like do something stupid and make myself look dumb in front of all those people watching, so I take it easy through there. Here we trying to get through the mud hole. Oh my gosh. Oh, it is deep. If you were behind me in that, I'm sorry, but I still don't apologize. You do not follow someone coming into a mud hole like that. That would be your own fault. Oh, and I go down. But it's easy, you know, and I wasn't the only one out here having trouble. There were lots of other people out here having trouble as well. Like this guy. Having a little bit of trouble. And this guy.
Bad luck, bro.
And that guy. And that girl. And that guy. That one looks like it hurt. And that guy. I think that's all I got of that. Alright, so this I think is actually my 4th lap now. I didn't show scoring for every lap. But I got... Oh no, that's the last lap. That's the finish of the race. Shoot, I skipped a couple laps there. So anyway, I finished in 9th place. I was a little upset because if I'd have finished in 8th place, I would have got a trophy. And I made it all the way up to 7th.
Not bad.
And then I just ran out of energy, and I don't know. I could have done better. I finished 4 minutes off of being in the top 5, making 5th place. So I'm really excited. I'm disappointed, but at the same time, I'm excited. I think it's going to be a great year, and I look forward to riding all the rest of the races. Here I am. I'm recovering after the race. And anyway, guys, that was Plymouth Blackhawks. I'll catch you guys in the next round. This is Booster, and I will catch you guys later.